We are once again experimenting with this deck, and this one is the most unique so far because it's a fusion of all the previous builds. When this deck gets going, it feels like it's the most powerful of all of the different kinds that we've tried here on Master Duel. It definitely still needs some refining though. It's not the least consistent one, but it is nowhere near as consistent as it should be. I need to definitely work on the ratios of certain cards or whatever, but we'll probably get into that in the next video. For now, we'll just focus on learning what we can do with it and see how that goes. By the end of the last video, we were ranked somewhere in the middle of gold, so I want to say like gold 3. And by the end of this video, I think we're like at gold 2 or 1. So by next video, hopefully, most likely, we'll be at platinum. Last time I really played Master Duel, I got to platinum using pure Dark Magician, but from my understanding, now there's a rank above platinum. Oh wait, it's finally our turn. Nice. Okay, so their board wasn't too crazy, really. Yeah, we could totally deal with this. So we're gonna use an in-hand imp effect to search for Chaos Max because, I mean, we might as well right now. Magician of Chaos can't really do too much, and plus since we have Lord of the Red, he's kind of like a better version of Magician of Chaos when we don't have Circle or Easel or something like that. So they're trying to use IP Masquerena, but we're gonna chain with Lord of the Red so that we could destroy it before its effect resolves. And I didn't know that until recently, that countering IP Masquerena like that actually negates its effect from activating because it has to use itself as a material. Yeah, I guess I never read the effect correctly, but anyway, so they go into an Exceed play. We stop their IP Masquerena play, and then they yeah, they try to get rid of a few of our cards, but we chain so that we could at least get Soul Servant in case if it were to get discarded. I know we probably should have left it in our hand to reduce the chance of Blue Eyes Chaos Max going, but I wasn't too worried. So anyway, we Soul Servant and then pre-prep. We got really lucky into that. We just lost Lord of the Red and we're getting him right back out because of this. So then we're going to activate regular prep, and that'll also get us Magician of Chaos. And now we have all 3 of the main rituals in our hand. We're going to use Advanced Ritual Art to bring out Magician of Chaos. And the reason we bring him out first is so that when we use the Red Eyes Ritual spell, we could, yeah, chain with Magician of Chaos and pop himself so we could get out Blue Chaos Max, because they have a very juicy 0 defense monster on board. Although, we're still going to bring out Lord of the Red, just in case if something goes haywire. So, Magician of Chaos's graveyard effect occurs. Lord of the Red's effect chains, and we're going to get rid of their Link monster. Special summoning Blue Eyes Chaos Max by the end of the chain using Magician of Chaos's graveyard effect. So, since we tributed Diviner, we actually get to use her effect to special summon a level 2 Light Fairy, which, yeah, we actually have a use for that effect now in this version of the build. Normally it wouldn't do anything, so yeah, there's the game. Attacking in with Blue Eyes Chaos Max and a 0 defense monster, always fine. I was actually a bit surprised to see Blue Eyes here. It's been forever since I've seen it around, and I guess gold is where a lot of the legacy decks like to hang out. Anyway, so yeah, in Master Duel, it feels like the incantation package might not be as good as it is in TCG for Ritual Dark Magician, because it feels like Advanced Ritual Art is just so much better in Master Duel. Obviously I've tried it out in TCG as well, but it's not as good in TCG because the imps are more searchable Well, at least Chalice Slime is. And once you ritual summon using the imps, they give you an additional ritual monster search. But here, there's nothing really worth us searching for, so might as well just search for the spell that doesn't require any other tributes from the hand or field. So anyway, they're gonna try to destroy Magician of Chaos with alternative Blue Eyes, but we're just gonna chain Eternal Soul, making him unaffected, and then popping that Dark Magician that rightfully belongs to us. No, we cannot let Blue Eyes use our Dark Magician. So then they use an in-hand effect to bring out Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. His effect isn't really going to be affecting us because, you know, we're unaffected. And we have yet to use Circles, so this is where it's going to kick in, and we're going to banish that Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. And now it's our turn. And the opponent just gives up. Our win. So, as I was saying earlier about the imps, it feels like in Master Duel specifically, they, like, just the bricky imps become more bricky in Master Duel. But anyway, to what I was saying, it feels like they take up too much space for the amount of work they actually do. Because if I just used more advanced ritual arts or something like that instead, it'd be less cards in the deck, leaving us open for other strategies or maybe other things that would give us some sort of consistency boost. But yeah, I don't know, it's just, I like the imps. I'm just so used to using them in TCG, but I might test out a deck where they're not in it. Maybe next video or after that. It depends. They do get work done sometimes, but still, it's probably not worth the amount of brickiness they add to the Master Duel version of this deck. But anyway, so we are playing against the Galaxy Issue deck. Oh man, this one, this duel, while our initial board isn't great, some pretty cool stuff happens throughout this duel. We get some big beefy monsters and just cards flying all over the place later on, but yeah, this duel was really fun. Yeah, it seems like the opponent also probably didn't get a great hand either. Although, now that we have pre-prep, we could start doing some more stuff here, but I guess also because we didn't special summon too much on our turn, they didn't draw so much, so it probably limited the amount of things they were able to do. But, so we're gonna activate the Red Eyes Ritual spell, and they're gonna activate, is that the second Max C? Or am I just seeing things wrong? Hold on, I'm gonna have to pause here. Okay, yeah, double checked. That's the second Max C in this duel, so I guess that's why they weren't able to go off just drawing a bunch of hand traps. I mean, it happens. So it's the opponent's turn now. We do have Magician of Chaos and Lord of the Red, so that's 3 pops, and we're gonna take advantage of the first one right now. Get that monster out of the way, so hopefully it'll prevent them from doing some exceed plays. But then they bring out another big boy, and then another big boy, and we don't have a way to trigger Magician of Chaos yet, so they're gonna go into an exceed play. Oh boy. Deactivate its effect, bring out another one, 4500 and a 3k body right there. And it gets materials. Yay. Very fun. So then they're gonna activate terraforming. Oh yeah, I'm starting to remember this. Battle phase, and yeah, we're gonna eat that 2k. Can't really do much about it. I don't remember why they didn't attack Lord of the Red earlier. Right there, I don't know. So we're gonna summon Cyber Egg Angel just to activate Lord of the Red's effect here, and having an extra body on board is not a bad thing. Wait, why did I do that? Oh yeah, I think I realized that. Yeah, what happened there was I wasn't able to target their monsters, but I already activated targeting a monster effect, so I had to blow something up. So, realizing my mistake, I activated the second effect now just to get rid of the field spell so that I could target their monsters from here on out. Yeah, read your cards, guys. Don't be like me. So then they're going to try to activate their effects. And we are going to chain and destroy their card too. We still, yeah. So then they're going to activate that. Bring back another body, and then another body. And go into another Exceed. Meanwhile, we're still stuck here with the same board, essentially. 3k, 3k. Let's go. We at least have some defenses out here. Yeah, had I read that field spell earlier, things could have been a bit different, but we're still in the game. We could still do things. We drew into Soul Servant. We're gonna use it to draw into souls. And we're gonna send Girl and summon Magician of Chaos so that we could get a banish and a destruction effect. Although I think that other guy's untargetable, so we couldn't do the destruction effect. We are going to activate Ritual Sanctuaries on board effect. Yes, getting another Ritual Sanctuary, why not? Good to have another defensive body, you know? So, then... I forget what that card does, and I can't read it all right now. We're gonna lose Magician of Chaos. And then they're gonna activate their effect again to bring out another 4500 attacker. And it is our turn, and we're essentially Keymace the boy. We're gonna use Keymace to go into Link for Evo. Honestly, Keymace probably shouldn't be in this version of the deck, but I mean, I was thinking Ritual Sanctuary, might as well at least try it before we completely rule him out. So, we have two defensive bodies and a Link Rebo, and there they activate the effect so that we can't chain, so we can't use Link Rebo's effects there, sadly. I should have seen that coming, but I didn't. Then we're going to use Link Rebo's effect to tribute Keymace to bring back Link Rebo, and we could just bring back Keymace again. And luckily we drew into E-Soul, so we'll be able to do some stuff again. And we're gonna bring back Keymace to go into it was probably, yeah, that's what I was expecting, Dark. And waiting on the opponent now. And we're just waiting. We just have our finger on Eternal Soul right there. Yep, there it is. Activate, trigger, Dark. I don't know why. Oh, I guess just because of the spellcaster, and we might have already used. Oh no. I was trying to go for another play earlier and it didn't work out, but yeah, I was probably sleepy during this match. So we lose Magician of Chaos again, but it's not a big deal because we have the triangle that we need to keep bringing him back and whittling down the opponent's resources. So we're gonna activate Pre-Prep to get back the Red Eyes ritual that we put back earlier to get Lord of Red back as well. Then we're gonna activate Eternal Soul, bringing back Magician of Chaos to banish that back row card. And then we're gonna use Ritual Sanctuary again, just to bring out Keymace. And here, I was gonna go into another Link before we went into BLS here, but it ended up not working out. Yes. So we bring out BLS, just hoping to trade with that 3k, body since we're not able to target it with effects. So we're gonna use Soul's effect here again to bring back Magician of Chaos. And going in with BLS and attacking directly with Magician of Chaos. We're then going to activate the Red Eyes Ritual, and I don't know why I did that. I might have misclicked or something. Tribute to bring out Lord of the Red, because we can bring back Magician of Chaos whenever we need with Eternal Souls. It's not a big deal. And now it's the opponent's turn. And they're going to activate Monster Reborn on our BLS. And we're not too worried because the protection effect is not active because it wasn't leak summoned, it was just special summoned. So we're going to activate Eternal Soul, chain with Lord of the Red to blow up our own BLS. And then bring back Magician of Chaos, and the opponent concedes. I actually don't remember this match at all. Had it saved for some reason though, I'm sure. So, this hand is not great, but hey, we got Terraforming to at least make it better. So, we're gonna activate it to grab Ritual Sanctuary. And, you know what? No, this hand is okay. Yeah, alright. So, getting us Advanced Ritual Art to send Dark Magician and Key Mace. Oh wait, you know what? Maybe I do need to keep Key Mace in here. Now that I think about it. I don't know. We'll see. So, we're gonna activate Prep. Getting us Chalice Slime and Ritual Art back. Nice. And then we're gonna shuffle that back in. Ooh, and they use Ghost Ogre. Oh boy, we get to... damn it. We lose Ritual Sanctuary for now. We don't get to summon Key Mace, but we do get Magician... Yeah, we do get Magician's Rod because of IOC, luckily. So we get another field spell to replace Ritual Sanctuary for now, getting us E-Soul, and then we're going to go into Artemis because you always should. Never forget to go into Artemis. And then we're going to end our turn. Suboptimal board, but hopefully the opponent doesn't do too much either. So we're going to activate E-Soul, popping their monster. Because their monster is not a quick effect, so we're hoping that's enough so that they cannot go any further with their plays. And Magician Souls! Oh, okay, they had a... Okay, I guess. Magician Souls is kind of generic. So then they're gonna go into a Link. Linkuriboh. Cool. I always love seeing Linkuriboh. So then we're gonna use E-Soul, which is gonna trigger Lord of the Red, so that we can get rid of one of their back row cards. And it was a Solemn Judgment. Wow. So then we're going to bring out Dark Magician Vanilla. It's rare when that happens, but we do bring out Vanilla Dark Magician every now and then. And then we're going to summon Rod, which is going to trigger Lord of the Red to get rid of that second back row card. And search for secrets, because we have yet to use Talismandra, I think, is the play I'm going for here, and we're also going to get rid of that Linkuriboh while we're at it. Yeah, Talismandra, search for Magician of Chaos, and then we're going to activate secrets just to bring out our boy Magician of Chaos. Yeah, there they are. Nice. And that's going to trigger Salvation, getting us back Girl, and that's enough to go for game. So cool. Love to see it. Yes, and then the cool new animation. Oh man. Always cool. This should be interesting up against another Ritual deck. Let's see how it goes. Because honestly, I really don't remember. Okay, this hand is pretty good. Whenever we see pre-prep and advanced Ritual Art or Ritual Sanctuary, it usually means we're going to do pretty good. So they're starting off with their own prep, and then Drytron, more Drytron. Okay, from what I remember, they bring out a bunch of big bodies, right? And I don't remember if they have like any hard negations or anything, but either way, should be stuff that we can handle. So they're building up their board, getting their Ritual spell, and then they're going to use Ben 10. Oh, speaking of Ben 10, there's actually a card I'm kind of testing in TCG, but I'm feeling like we might be able to use it in Master Duel 2? I don't know. Cyber Angel Ida 10? Ritual summoning it gets us a Ritual spell to our hand, and it's a level 6, and I mentioned earlier that we get an extra Ritual Monster Surge with a level 6 Imp on board and Inception in the hand, so we have what we need to bring it out. Depending on what else happens, we could possibly get out of another free body, and then it has an effect if it's tributed, which that won't do much in Master Duel, but in TCG, it could become our tribute fodder. And it would open up our extra deck too, because we're getting rid of the Imp on board. But anyway, that's experimentation for later. So we're gonna start with pre-prep. Get our little Red Eyes package here. Activate Advanced Ritual Art. Sending Dark Magician and Keymace to the grave. And out comes one of my favorite monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! And then, yeah, we're just gonna chain to that, because we don't want to let it on board. And they don't have any spells or traps either, so might as well use the spell and trap destruction effect right now. So then we're going to activate our own prep, and that's going to trigger our effect again. And here, I forgot that we could chain to IP's effect, so I targeted her first, forgetting to wait for her to try to use her effect, and then that would trigger ours to destroy her so she can't use her effect, but I messed up, misplay here on my part. So then we're getting Magician of Chaos and Advanced Ritual Art again. And then we're going to use Talismandra's effect from our hand, Special Summon itself, and Candle, and that'll get us Inception. And then we're going to activate it to bring out Magician of Chaos. And I'm pretty sure I'm playing a second Dark Magician now in the main deck, because as much as I hate playing more than one Dark Magician, it's needed sometimes, especially in this kind of deck where you need a Advanced Ritual Art. But anyway, that's going to trigger our Magician of Chaos, and we're getting rid of their 4,000 attacker. And then they get another effect off where they bring out 2 more monsters. And I'm thinking, let's just knock them both out here, since we could get rid of that other monster later on. Then we're going to set secrets, because Lord of the Red is a dragon. So if things go wrong, we could actually fuse both of our Ritual Buoys to bring out the Dragon Knight. So they're going to be adding onto the resources, and we're going to use Magician of Chaos' effect to destroy their monster. And normally, when I have both Magician of Chaos and Lord of the Red out, I prioritize using Magician of Chaos' effect first, because his is harder to use. Oh yeah, and here, his effect, he didn't actually get popped because I didn't read his effect. And yep, I tried again just because I wasn't paying much attention in this match. Damn it, Dodo. Stupid bird. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I prioritize using Magician of Chaos' effect first because his is harder to activate because it's only with spell and traps, where Lord of the Red can be by anything, any activation, yours or your opponent's. So if a time comes where I've already used Lord of the Red's effects and they trigger a monster effect or something on the opponent's turn and I need to get rid of something on board and I've already used Lord of Red's, I can't, because Magician of Chaos wouldn't trigger with the monster effect. And I'm probably over-explaining it, but I just want to make sure you guys understand in case if you guys try to play this strategy too. So they bring out their main boss monster, I guess. Unlimited negates pretty much, depending on what else they have. It ain't so bad because we're protected, front row and back row right now. We just have to worry about anything that's over 3,000 essentially. So they're gonna Ritual Summon Ben 10. And they're gonna Ritual Summon again. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like if we use Ben 10 or Ida 10, we might be able to Ritual Spam. At least in the TCG version of the build, but man, it's it's giving me some ideas for future plays because it sounds really interesting. So we're gonna use Eternal Soul here just to bring back Magician of Chaos. Yeah, then we're going to main phase 2, Link Summon, and Appaloosa, which isn't a big deal for us because we're unaffected. So yeah, the reason we brought back Magician of Chaos is because we want him to trigger here when we bring back Dragon Knight. Because if we were to bring back Dragon Knight after getting destroyed instead, we wouldn't have a way to trigger Magician of Chaos. Unless, well, I guess we could use Advanced Ritual Art to try to trigger him, but I don't know, I just felt like that play was superior at the time. So then we're going to get rid of both of their zero defenders. And there, I didn't discard for Incantation Chalice Slime to try to get blue Chaos Max because we already used both of the imps. And we only use one of each because anything more than that feels really bricky. So they tried using their field spell again. Magician of Chaos is going to pop it. Now we don't want to let that go off. And sadly that lets them get another card, but it's fine. There's nothing we can't handle yet. Or maybe at all. Maybe we could handle it all. I don't know. We'll see. So then they activated Graveyard Effects, bringing back another one of those, and getting the Ritual Spell. Oh, wait, yeah. Then they summon Diviner, and they're gonna Ritual Summon again. Man, I wish all Ritual spells Ritual Summon from the graveyard. Like, dude, Rituals, as much as I love them, they're the worst summoning archetype. They're the hardest to get off, so they might as well get that buff in some new Master Rule or something. I don't know. So we lose Magician of Chaos, and during the end phase, we just bring him back with Eternal Soul. And now it is our turn, and we got Prep, and they're going to use their effect to try to destroy one of our guys, but we're ineffective, we don't care about that. We're going to activate Prep, which is going to trigger Magician of Chaos, and we're going to get rid of that Appaloosa in case we try to use any monster effects later. We're going to try to negate, but Magician of Chaos just shrugs it off, he doesn't care. Then we're going to get Illusion of Chaos, and get back that Inception, since we could actually activate it if we wanted to. Then we're going to use IOC, and then they're actually going to use a negate. They weren't trying to negate earlier, so I didn't think they would have one, but maybe they searched for something and I wasn't paying attention. So then we're going to use Isolde to bring back Vanilla Dark Magician. Go into battle phase to try to get rid of their other two monsters. And while they do have a 4K beater out, we have enough life points and enough monsters out on the field that it's not a big issue. It's not a big issue. It's not a deal. It's not a big deal. Then they're gonna try to activate Regeki for some reason, and it's not gonna do anything to us. And they're just gonna surrender. Another one for the win.
Versus, normally I don't save these kinds of games, but it was like a little bit of an interesting play I don't think I've shown off before, and like, it's pretty obvious. Yeah, all the opponent did was set a card. So, yeah, it's we pretty much got it in the bag. But yeah, the only reason I saved this one is because we do a little bit of a play. Maxi, okay, yeah, you draw all the cards you want. It's cool. That we do a little bit of a play that isn't seen too often. But yeah, we can OTK with some of the combos, and we ended up drawing what we needed to get into one of them. Luckily enough. So we're going to use Lord of the Red to pop that back row. And Called by the Grave, banishing our Dark Magician. Sadness. I needed that. But it's cool, because as I mentioned earlier, we did put in a second one, so it's fine. So we are going to grab that Advanced Ritual Art back from the graveyard, using it again, sending our second Dark Magician, and Ritual Summoning Magician of Chaos. And if you've noticed, we have yet to normal summon, so we're going to go into Diviner, and we're going to search for Blue Eyes Chaos Max. And we're going to go straight into battle phase, attack with Diviner, attack with Lord of the Red, and then attack with Magician of Chaos. And then we're going to use Soul Servant to trigger Magician of Chaos, have him pop himself, and that is going to bring out Blue Chaos Max, but first we have to resolve that Soul Servant, and then Magician of Chaos' effect and trigger, bringing out Blue Chaos Max, and attacking directly for game. Yeah, it's pretty fun when that happens. And attacking a zero defender, also just as fun, if not even more so. Oh yeah, it's another one of those. Again though, I only save it when this happens, if something interesting happens somewhere in the game. So our turn, we bring out Diviner and then search for Advanced Ritual Art, and yeah, we did draw all three Diviners. That I hate when something like that happens, but anyway, that's gonna let us bring out Lord of the Red. And then we're gonna use IOC's effect to grab Magician's Souls. And yeah, put back another diviner. We don't need all three right now. We're gonna send Dark Magician Girl and then summon the girl, which allows us to go into an Exceed play. We're going for Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal, and we're just gonna send Soul Servant because we have guy and girl engraved, so that's just a draw too. Sadly, one of which is that same diviner, but eh. So yeah, then we're gonna summon Candle, search for Inception, activate it to ritual summon Illusion of Chaos. We do have a Dark Magician in the grave, so it's a negate, you know, might as well. And then we're gonna use this effect again, Inception's effect again, to tribute and then search for Blue Chaos. And then we're just gonna end our turn. Because we have a negate and 2 destructions. Enough bodies on board so they shouldn't be able, and yep, they give up. Okay, good for us, I guess. Alright, next up is versus Cubics, another deck I haven't played against in a really long time. This hand is pretty good. Could do without the candle, but I mean, it could work out. We're gonna use Circle to grab Easel. Wow, it doesn't miss. What a surprise. So then we're gonna use IOC to grab Magician Souls and putting back the IOC, activating Ritual Sanctuary, and discarding Soul Servant, getting us Inception, which we are then going to reveal to the opponent using Candle's effect to special summon Talismandra, which is going to search us Magician of Chaos. We are then going to use Souls to send a girl, and then activate Inception, bringing out Magician of Chaos, the boy, my favorite, probably my favorite card, I don't know, because him and like OG Dark Magician, you know, they're just, I love them both. So then we're going to use Soul Servants. We have boy and girl, and that's going to get us, yeah, nice. And then we're going to activate Transmigration and summon Lord of the Red. So now we have 3 pops, and then if Dark Magician leaves the field, banish and then an additional pop. So, pretty cool. Not the best board, but still good. I'd like to have some form of protection. Oh no, the opponent just said... I mean, luckily for them, I don't think we could OTK them. And yeah, they just said, maybe I shouldn't... I probably shouldn't have saved this one, or maybe one of the previous 2, but I don't know, there's some like... Again, if I save it, it's because some sort of interesting play happens, or something new. So we're gonna summon Rod, get another Soul Servant, and if I get okay, yeah, that could work. Although, if I got secrets, it could have been game, I feel, but I don't know, I was probably just having fun. We're gonna use Timaeus and Fusion Summon. Getting out Dragon Knight. Yeah, I think even back then, I wasn't sure what I should have grabbed, but... Oh wait, hold on, I don't think I could have now that I think about it. No wait, no, I could have, I just messed up myself. Yeah, so we're gonna leave the opponent with 100 life points, and... Yeah, I could have OTK'd, I just didn't see it at the time. So then they're gonna reveal their 3 cards to bring out their boss monster, Crimson Nova, and then they're gonna set 4 cards, and then they're going to do that, and we're just gonna pop one of the back rows here, what we can, and yeah, go into battle phase and then attack into Lord of the Red. Yeah, the reason why I activated Lord of the Red's effect first there instead of Magician of Chaos is because I expected them to go after him, Lord of the Red, so I wouldn't be able to use the effect later. So then we're going to use Circle and the Magician of Chaos' effect to get rid of more of that back row, and we're on purpose not targeting the monster, or trying to get rid of the monster, because during the end phase, we both take 3k, and that gives us the game. So, for those of you wondering, yeah, this is the deck as it currently looks. I am definitely going to be changing the ratios of some things and probably testing some new things in general here, but so far it's been performing pretty well. We ended off the day towards higher gold, like I think I said it earlier, either gold 2 or gold 1.
by the end of the next video, we should be in Platinum, unless we find it too hard or too difficult to go up higher, but I think it's possible. I've been to Platinum before, and since they added another tier above Platinum, this Platinum should be easier than the one I was in before. Although, to be fair, I was playing Pure Dark Magician back then, which is easier to rank higher than Ritual Dark Magician, at least it seems that way, but I think we could do it. Yeah, so hopefully you guys look forward to it, and I'll see you all next time.